Hi, I'm Bob. This is Trevor. We're still motoring. And what we're doing with this podcast is we're reviewing cars that we've tested throughout the year, such as, and our first starter will be the VW Santana. That car.
ドイツの一徹な車作りがフォルクスワーゲンの最高級車サンタナをさらに磨き上げた。より速く、より美しく、ドイツの光と風、サンタナアウトバーン誕生。
Which not many people have heard of, and it's a shame because it is a lovely motor. And we've actually found an owner with the GL5. Was it a GLX5?
Yep.
GLX5, which is the 5-cylinder engine version, which was the top of the range. Fabulous motor. I know that because I had a 1986 Passat with the same engine, 5-cylinder engine. And wow, what a good motor that is. But Trevor actually drove it. So, Trevor, over to you.
Yep, great car. As you can see, the old 80s styling, very square, very boxy, very much of the period. But the only thing I suppose back in the 80s that didn't draw me to the Audi, and I thought it was a thing that, well, what was told to me, people would argue about, but because of where the engine was at the front, it was knocked right forward on the wheels, as you would remember, and the radiator, instead of being at the front, it was housed over to the side to allow the engine forward, and it seemed to be just slightly too heavy on the front suspension, which obviously added to problems with shock absorbers and things like that. But a real good car to drive, a very meaty sort of feel about it when you get the engine revving. What I did notice with the one I was driving, there's only 80,000 miles on it, very good condition for its age, but it was still that old heavy clutch, almost, I don't know, was it a cable clutch back in the day?
Cable clutch, yeah.
So it felt a wee bit heavier than the normal hydraulic clutch you would have in most cars now, but real good car to drive, and it felt like it was going to be able to go and do things that those old engines can do. Probably the same engine as the Quattro had, only without the turbos. But a good big car. The interior of that car is absolutely amazing, really super condition. The seats all comfortable and cloth and warm, and yeah, a great car for its time. Back in the day, it probably was just a Passat with a few tweaks and extras on it.
Yeah.
It was a very similar car.
Yeah.
We're not under the illusion it was anything different. I think it was lights and things were slightly different on it, but yeah, it's good. That in there is in really good condition. The guy, he does drive it on a regular basis. He was away this year at Donegal in it. Loves it on the motorway, thinks it's a great car. And yeah, but just, I suppose you used with modern cars, it's behind the standard of all the equipment that's in it. But you know, it had electric windows and 5-speed box, and I thought it was a good.
It's an individual motor, isn't
Yeah,
it? I mean, you're not going to see many like that.
Oh no, they're scarce on the ground. They're a wee bit like hen's teeth to try and find out that they're.
Well, I actually tried to find one for sale, just to try and get what was the top asking price, which we like to follow. And actually, after a week of looking, I couldn't find one for sale, not even the basic one. So they are rare, seriously rare. Looking at that car, I probably would say, compared to some other classics that are for sale, I would pay up to $5,000 for it, I would think, and still feel quite good about it because I've had the Passat with the 5-cylinder engine. I know what I'm taking on, and I just love the design personally. I like the angular look. It's very individualistic, and it goes very well. The 0 to 60 in the Passat, which I had as an estate, was 9.5 seconds, which is, you know, even today.
That's a week in today's terms.
Yeah. Thank you.
That was you.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of effort.
The Fred Flintstone model was the one you had with no floor.
But, you know, a nice motor and worth investing in Well, if you've had it as long as this chap's had it, he's had it 36 years. So, gosh, his investment, I think, is well worth it. But so that's the VW Santana. Anything to add, Trevor?
Yeah, well, you probably find with cars like that because of the old square styling, family orientated car, big car. It doesn't seem to command a big price tag
No.
as a classic, like a lot of them don't. But probably if it was something like the old Mark One GTI Golf of that period, it would be a more valuable classic. But yes, it certainly is a good car. There's no doubt about it, and it just still sounds very throaty
Yeah.
car, with a wee bit of oomph in it, sort of thing. So for me, it would be a good classic car to have. Very practical thing to go about in. But if you're more of the sportier feel about things, that probably won't suit you. But everybody to their own, I suppose.
That's it. And if you want it, you'll buy it. That's the thing we've discovered with
if you can find it, you'll
classic.
buy it.
Yeah. Find it
some
first.
cars.